Hey everyone, this is episode 11 of Fired Up with Fish. It is the 16th of May 2025, of course on Friday, Fired Up with Fish Fridays. I'm doing this episode from the kitchen of my house here in Red Deer, Alberta. It's nice. I'm actually standing completely right now. I got my phone set up against a cup in the cupboard, so kind of works stable. And yeah, it's nice. So we'll roll with it for today. Hope everyone's doing well. I wanted to give a little update about what's been going on in my life the last week. So last Friday on the 9th, I was doing this from Knighton Junction parking lot on my way to Edson for the fitness test and the interview with the Yellowhead County Fire Department. So that went very well. I am now going to be starting my onboarding with them on the 20th. So this upcoming Tuesday. Before I was even half an hour outside of Edson, they sent me an email offering the position. So I'm super honored and thankful for that opportunity. Very excited to get back into the fire service officially and get that ball rolling. I'm still in the process with Winnipeg, as I've mentioned. I now have my official Stage 5 dates booked. I have my Stage 5 fitness testing on the 19th at the University of Manitoba. That's the 19th of June. So very excited for that. Just have just over a month to continue training hard for that. And then I have my multiple mini interviews stage with Edmonton Fire this upcoming Thursday on the 22nd. So onboarding with Yellowhead on the 20th, Edmonton Fire multiple mini interviews on the 22nd, and then Winnipeg Fire fitness test on the 19th. I'm excited to hear what my schedule will kind of be or what the availability will be for the casual position I'm in with Yellowhead County. And I'm just going to try and jump on every opportunity that I can with that. Love going on calls, want to keep performing my skills and getting my skills better, and obviously serving the community that I'm now hired for. So just want to give back as best I can. I love the area. I loved it in Hinton when I was in part of Yellowhead County, so I really want to do everything that I can to give back what it gave me. So I have that coming up. Very excited for that. In the meantime, I have been actually doing a lot of Uber Eats deliveries. I did day 1 yesterday, did day 2 today, just finished not too long ago. I've probably 20-ish trips. I can't remember exactly off the top of my head, but it's been kind of fun. It's a good way to kind of get some supplemental income while I'm waiting to hear how Yellowhead will turn out and how busy that'll be. But it also gives me good flexibility to be able to do the things like Yellowhead onboarding on a Tuesday and Edmonton Fire on a Thursday. So that way it gives me flexibility to be really working and driving towards my end goal, which is a full-time career, which I'm steps away from. And so I want to bring it home and really solidify that and just do everything I can to make myself the best candidate and to present myself best. So that way I can get on the department and keep kicking ass. So yeah, that's my little fire update and little life update with Uber Eats and a new department. So yeah, it's been awesome. Had a good chat with my grandparents today while I was walking the dogs. And yeah, it's cool having the support from my family that I've had throughout this whole process, and especially now getting kind of seemingly to be near the tail end of some processes. The support has been awesome from family and friends, so really thankful for that. On that note though, we'll get into the Stoic quote for today, the Daily Stoic by Ryan Holiday and Stephen Hanselman. So today, May 16th, we have the chain method. The quote is by Epictetus, and it says, "If you don't wish to be a hothead, don't feed your habit. Try as a first step to remain calm and count the days you haven't been angry. I used to be angry every day, now every other day, then every third or fourth. If you make it as far as 30 days, thank God. For habit is first weakened and then obliterated. When you can say, I didn't lose my temper today or the next day or for 3 or 4 months, but kept my cool under provocation, you will know you are in better health." So that's basically just kind of along the lines of stacking the moments, win each moment, and just keep stacking those moments. And if you keep win, eventually you have so many wins that you've accomplished, and you're going to be way further ahead in life. So set a goal, and it might be hard at the start to carry on with that goal or break a habit, but each day it gets a little easier. I can say I've had that experience many times, and it does get easier. That those first couple days, just mind over matter. But in the end, if you know the goal that you're trying to work towards or the result you want, if you keep that in mind, it makes those first little period easier, or the hard period easier, and then as you proceed, it does truly get easier. So just mind over matter, see the bigger picture, see the end result, and keep going. Stack the days, and even if, say, you're not trying to break a habit, but you're just trying to, like I said, accomplish a goal, same thing, baby steps, build upon each day. Say yesterday you did 1 push-up, today do 2, next day do 3. Try to build up to 100 or whatever your goal is, but always kind of that 1% incremental forward progress, and you'll achieve your goals. And keep that never give up positive mindset, and you'll be happy with where you're at. I can kind of attest to that currently. Like, this has been a long process in the fire process, but I see that bigger picture in the end, and I'm just enjoying every step of the way, because you never know what can happen in life, right? So you got to be happy along the way, which is what I'm doing. And yeah, so keep carrying on with your goals, but you make sure you're enjoying life in the meantime as well. So it's a fine balance between the two, but that's life. Life's beautiful. Now, speaking of beautiful, F1's beautiful. A little cheesy there, but I love F1. And we are now into later rounds. I'm going to confirm here. We are now into round. Got my whole handwritten schedule here. We're going into round 7, the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix in Imola, Italy. I actually was in a radio competition for this. Was really gung-ho on winning, but unfortunately lost because the trip was to this weekend Grand Prix. 2 tickets, hotels, flights, all the good stuff, but fortunately lost. So I'll be watching here in Red Deer, but still be cheering on Ferrari, of course. Currently, we have Oscar Piastri leading the driver's standings, followed by Lando Norris and Max Verstappen. Ferrari is currently in 5th and 7th, Charles in 1st, Lewis in 2nd in Ferrari. When we go to the team standings, it's McLaren by a landslide, and then Mercedes, Red Bull, and then my Ferrari in 4th. But looking forward to having that Grand Prix this weekend, and definitely looking forward to seeing all the Tifosi supporting Ferrari, as it's the first Italian race of the year. Not quite their home race like Monza is, but it's got Ferrari on the track name, and it's in Italy, so it's going to be a sea of red, and one that I'm proud to be a part of, and one that I can't wait to physically be a part of one day in Italy. I'd love to go there and Maranello, see the factory, go to a race. I'd be happy with any race, but Italy is a dream of mine. And then, yeah, I really want to go to Italy. That's probably the gun in my head. Which country do you want to go to right now? Boom, Italy. Anyways, that's kind of my update for the week. I hope everyone's had a great week. I'd love to hear some feedback about what you've been thinking of these current episodes, as well as any questions, comments, or concerns, or anything like that. You can hit me up at firedupwithfish@gmail.com, and we'll get it popping that way. But yeah, life's beautiful. Keep smiling, and I look forward to next week for episode 12. But as far as today goes, on the 16th of May, 2025, keep killing it. Have a good rest of your day, and we'll chat next week. All right, take care.